Welcome back to another retrospective glance at videos of days past.
Yeah, we are re-watching some of our favorite videos from the last year since we launched the channel. And today we are going to be watching Brett Street, Oklahoma City.
Brett Street. Why is it called Brett Street?
Because he's playing a man on the street type character.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. And I just thought Brett Street, is kind of a fun way to pay homage to that.
Oh,
I don't know. It might not be the best title, but it's the title we went with. So
I love that I'm asking you now why it's called Brett Street instead of when you
not when we did it or when we repeated it again later.
Well, what's the name of that? Brett Street. Fine.
Yep. There we go.
All right, here we go. Let's get this. Let's do this.
Back to the old
Back
logo.
to the old.
I mean, not the old logo, but the old intro. It's fun. It's fun.
Hey, it's Brett Sheridan. I'm here in Oklahoma City, the board game capital of the world.
Sure
and we're gonna...
That's becoming a catchphrase on the channel now.
There are many people that comment about that.
Board game capital of the world. You made it when you start getting catchphrases.
Yeah.
Get in the game. Sports time!
Oh, yeah.
I, for one, can say that there is a lot to do in Oklahoma City.
Dad jokes.
I'm taking it.
Just dad jokes.
I'm taking it. There was no game that day.
There was no game.
Was it even during the season, or was it?
No, not at all. Not sports season at all.
Sure.
There was no sports.
All right, stop.
So yes, of course, this video is just wonderfully meta in that it's about you watching a video, and now we're watching a video about you watching a video. So it's just, I love the layers. We are in Inception mode at this point, just going deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole.
The turduckin of comedy. What is this?
This is Brett's video. You said we needed to come back with 2 videos, from our trip to Oklahoma City.
Yeah,
the board
I
game
don't like
capital
it.
of the world.
Nope, stop, because it's not.
So in addition to the friendly local game store video that I did, we did this man on the street segment with Brett.
So you interviewed somebody.
We'll show you.
We're gonna go back to one. We're a city that's known for its board games. I'll go see what some people's favorite board games are. Follow me.
So this is way more organic than we ever intended it to be. Like we had a loose premise going into this, and Brett, God love him, like he does get nervous talking to people, and so I just kept forcing him to do it over and over and over again. And so like most of this stuff is 100% sincere.
Well, really, I would say behind the scenes, this is you just taking Brett out of his comfort zone in every single scene. Yes. Like there's not a moment in this entire video that Brett, I think, enjoyed.
No.
No, this is just you torturing Brett for no good reason.
Yeah.
Did you give him a script ahead of time? Or
no,
did he know what you were going to do?
No. This was us just literally wandering around the streets of Oklahoma City, and I'd be like, oh, look, there's this or this.
Let's do something else you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Sure. Poor Brett.
I'm too scared. I can't do it. I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, of course, for comedy purposes, he's leaning into it. I don't want to say that. I was going to say,
like, how much of what was shot is really him, like, doing that, or is
I will
him
say
putting
this,
it
like,
on?
What I and he, in some part, what we're providing is an opportunity for him to lean into his, discomfort. Like it's not like I'm forcing him to do this stuff. I want to be clear about that. It's
not like that would bother you.
No, that's true.
I should mention, so Brett he's like one of your longest friends. You met in college.
We met
in
college, so it's been over 30 years now.
Yeah.
I'm doing this. Travis is going to kill us. I don't think we've got any good footage.
All right, stop. Why would you include that to show that?
I
don't know.
Yeah.
So, no interview?
Well, no. There was the one.
There was one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here.
Hey, hi, Brett. Hey, Brett Sheridan, man on on the street for the... Oh, can I use this as a... do you mind giving us a couple minutes to talk about board games? Not really.
So I will say this, also because of that one moment of him grabbing the microphone to use it, that's a premise that we've leaned into in the other videos since then.
Sure.
Where it's just all about him trying to find the most awkward way to interview somebody with a microphone.
And using the tiny mics.
Yep, tiny mics.
Tiny mics.
Thank you.
And even
no
though we
interviews.
blur out her face, we did have permission.
Yes,
I thought the
was
comedy,
she in on the joke? Or
yeah,
did
she was in on the joke. I thought the comedy was great that we never had permission from any of these people. That's why we blur out their faces.
You know what, Travis? I tried.
Once.
No,
I tried a lot.
tried a lot.
What's your favorite board game?
I'd like to get some of your favorite board games. Do you mind answering a few questions about your favorite board games?
Men on the street interviews, there's usually, you're on the street, and there's an interview. What is it that you did?
Well, he did highlight the city, Oklahoma City.
Yeah, the board game capital.
Yaga?
I should say, I think of all the things that we shot last year, shooting the office portion of the Brett
these
Streets
games
is the most fun.
Oh no, it's the most fun I've had too, and I think the most fun Brett's had too.
And it takes forever.
It does.
Because we're often making stuff up, and we're laughing so hard.
We improv little moments, and then the laughter just takes over.
4 hours of shooting so we can get 15 minutes
Yes,
of us
tops
not
15
laughing
Yeah.
while we're doing it. It's so much fun.
And we're in Oklahoma. Through rats and horses.
So how did that work for our show?
Oh, you'll see.
Yeah, just wait.
Honestly, I just love this premise that this thing is so dirty that we just wrote into the test of
Advertise.
it.
You figure it's still there?
Oh yeah, it's
bet
gotta be.
you-
They haven't cleaned that carousel in how many decades? Of course, it's still there.
Oklahoma City, we love you.
Yeah, if anybody is living in Oklahoma City, if you could go check that carousel,
Take a picture,
take
put
a
it in
picture, and put it in the comments because I want to know if it's still there.
In dust.
Okay, yes, but dust that has, by the looks of it, been there for 20 years. So what he did will probably be there for another 20 years. Long after you're gone.
Oh, yeah.
That was a different.
Tell me at least you played a game.
Well, yes, of course
of
we
course.
played a game.
Oh, and thank you.
Why are you thanking me?
The rules are a little tough to understand, but I think you'll get it.
After we just start doing it.
So it's my turn.
Yes. So, what's your first move?
And this was kind of a controversial thing because when you first said, I'm like, it's a video game.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, but it works, so we just let it go.
Yeah.
So it was like,
always skip the Japanese
because we
fillet,
talked back and
it
forth
goes
of
to the
whether it should be like a video
I made a
game
mistake.
instead of a board game thing.
Your turn.
This is a little bold, but I think I'm going to go Japanese fillet.
It's an indication also of how old we are. That that's
No,
the
I won't.
graphics we use for a video game.
Yeah. Game over.
What technically the meat was on.
I will say this. So Brett and I, we just wanted to go get a steak dinner one night because we were in town for another event. We had a feature film that was in a film festival there. So while we were there, we decided to shoot these other videos, kill two birds with one stone. But one night we were like, let's go get a steak dinner. And then we started trying to justify spending the money. And the way we did that is to include it in this video.
Right.
And then, again, that's another dynamic that we've leaned into since then. That every time we go do one of these, we try to find the most expensive steak dinners that we can find and eat.
Because now it's later, it's Corey is paying for it.
Yeah. And I will say that steak dinner is still memorable to me. Like that was some of the best steak that I've ever had.
Oklahoma City steak?
In Oklahoma City.
All right.
On a board, and we did play a game.
Trav, God, it brings a tear to my eye, but I've never been able to have Wagyu.
He really couldn't pronounce it.
I
but we were
still
doing
can't
this.
pronounce it. Like I wanted to say right now that Wagyu steak that I had was amazing, but I don't know if that's the right way to pronounce it.
Wagyu. Expensive Japanese beef before. And never could afford it, but thanks to you.
Yeah, I'm not paying for any of this.
Well, I mean, No, you already did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we turned in our receipts to accounting.
Yeah,
They already
accounting-
cut us a check.
They cut us a check. So.
I was going to say we don't have. I don't know that we have accounting department, but
we have somebody counting the numbers.
kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, me, kind of.
Yep.
I also think this is the first time. I'd have to go back and look. I think this is the first time on the channel that we acknowledge that I'm like
Kind of the CEO
of the thing. Like up to this point, I don't think we'd ever
No, I don't think
established that.
Rather large check.
All right. Separate hotel rooms in separate 5.
I'm looking at the script there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing. I don't know.
You can see it's stapled. But
it's not. It does nothing to do with the.
Star hotels.
Yeah, they were nice.
And I will say they were nice. The hotels that we got to stay in, which the film festival put us up in the hotel rooms. They were very nice rooms.
Yeah. Well, they were Oklahoma City nice.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm saying
Really?
like no. They were really nice.
Oh, okay.
Like better than Oklahoma City nice, even though they were Oklahoma
Sure.
City.
Escalade?
It cost me $100 extra, not me, Travis.
You know, we're representing the show. We got to roll large.
That's right.
Why is there
Roll large. Is that a thing that kids say these days?
Oh, I don't know.
All right.
They will now.
Sure.
a second flight to Oklahoma City?
It's a funny story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a first.
You see, I forgot the camera at the hotel. But because it's a 5-star hotel, they just left it with the bellhop, and I was able to go back and pick it up. And that's how we got the extra.
Was that in the original script, or did we come up with that at the moment of
I
sitting
think we
it
came
back?
up with it at the moment. Yeah,
I can't remember.
You know, awesome footage that we have.
You went back to Oklahoma City to get that footage?
You bet.
You
Such
said
good
that we
handwork.
needed 2 videos.
Like, your handwork is just amazing. Like that's some of the best hand acting I've ever seen.
Thank you. And then we get to the moment here, of course, where every time we do these, I completely lose my nut at some point.
This has nothing to do with Oklahoma City.
The board game.
No. Stop saying that. This has nothing to do with board gaming. This has nothing to do with entertainment in general.
I thought it was pretty.
It's not.
I had such a hard time doing this and not laughing.
Yeah.
This is maybe the only take in which I lost lost it at you two, and because Brett is one of the most naturally funny people on the face of the planet.
He is.
And if I just had to look at you and yell,
It's
it'd
fine.
be one thing.
Yeah.
But I had to look at Brett and yell. And Brett also has the personality of a puppy dog. So yelling at Brett is
like kicking a dog.
Yeah. And it just, and the faces he was making and everything.
Well, it's also his comebacks usually. Or
Yes.
like honestly, like if you watch this one and then you go watch the New York one, one of my favorite things in the world.
We'll link both below. By the way.
One of my favorite things in the world right now is a venomous bodega cat. Like
Sure.
and that's just something,
Sure. Just
that
something
he
he made
came
up.
up with in the moment.
Yeah.
And like, oh, it's just like every now and then I'll just think venomous bodega cat. And
One
it's
of
just-
these days we should just do a supercut of all the stuff that Brett said that didn't make it into these, because we do a couple of them, but not. But there's a lot of things that he said that didn't make it ever on the screen.
Now you did that whole bit about the friendly local game store, right?
Yes, DZ Comics.
Yes. That was good.
Thank you.
That was good. Why did you not do the same thing?
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Are you?
You need me to go back to Oklahoma City for a 3rd time.
What's happening to his hair right now? Did you see
I
that?
didn't want to comment on it.
He's got one piece of hair there that's sticking right up.
I will say we did not have hair and makeup.
No,
for
we
this
did
shoot.
not. We didn't.
You will never.
Oh, I love a smash cut. It's always great.
Now that was one of my favorite ideas that you came up with, was just this idea. And when you first pitched to me, I don't think I understood what you were trying to like. You didn't pitch it well to me because because I had no idea what you were talking about, and it was only until we did it. But the idea, it's just so silly, and it's so funny. It really is one of my favorite ongoing things. I wish we had done more of them, because we've been to so many places. Like I wish we had worked more of them in.
Yeah. Because honestly, they are, I don't want to say easy to shoot, but they are in some ways kind of the most convenient way to highlight where we're at. Because you don't have to try to work in an overarching premise when it comes to board games. Like, it's just literally putting Brett in the spots that highlight the city, and we just say that that's what it's about.
Right.
Like, it does present a great premise to. It's a very loose premise that allows us a lot of freedom to have fun and be funny and be silly. And
plus, we don't have to go that far. We've done New York and Oklahoma City, but we could do one just in L.A. where you guys are going around spending a bunch of money here and making you upset, or Vegas or someplace.
Maybe that's the premise. Is that you know? Because I think in the last video you said you can no longer take flights out of town. So maybe that's how we
go
get
to
around
Fresno
it.
or something. You know, it's like. You drove to Fresno for the day and
Well,
spent
you
a bunch
said
of money?
we couldn't fly.
All right, put it in the comments if you'd like to see Brett Street Fresno.
Brett Street, Fresno, California.
And we'll
board
see if we
game
can-
capital.
Board
of the
game
world.
capital of the world. All right. Well,
Okay.
like, subscribe, ring that bell.
Yeah, and let us know where else you want Brett to go. 'Cause
And let us-
there are a lot of board game capitals of the world. I just want to say.
Yeah, and let us know if you're enjoying this series because we're enjoying filming them.
Yeah. And honestly, the more you comment and like and all that stuff on those videos, the more we are encouraged to make more of them because we want to make more of them.
All right. Until next time, take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.